And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's XLM BTC as well as XLM USDT analysis video. Now, I know that some of you have mentioned XLM in the other comment section on some of the other videos, so I actually took a look at it, and damn. Holy moly, it is looking good. Okay, however, I do believe, now gun to my head, would I take the trade here? No. Okay, now I'm going to tell you exactly why, but before I tell you why, we're actually first going to pan on over to the Mango dashboard. Okay, now the Mango dashboard has been pretty damn, accurate in giving us some amazing trend trades on many of the altcoins. Okay, the first one that it gave us a beautiful trend trade on was actually Theta. Okay, Theta, we got a massive trade on it, and the second one was Zilliqa. Okay, now a couple of days ago, not a couple of days, I think about 3-4 days ago, I did post an analysis video on Zilliqa, and since then you are probably up around 46%, right? That was a major move to the upside. It was a beautiful, clean trade to be had. Okay, however, before that analysis, the first signal on Zilliqa came on the Mango dashboard. Okay, and if you caught this signal came in a month ago. On ZIL USDT, we got the long signal 1 month ago, okay, right here. And since then, you are up 271%. Okay, that was a major trend trade to be had. Okay, and ZIL BTC, Zilliqa BTC, this also gave you a long signal 1 month ago. And if you caught this one, you were up 175%. Like, these were massive trend trades before I even posted my analysis on Zilliqa. I mean, I managed to catch that 46% trade to the upside, but if I had followed the dashboard, that would have been a massive trend trade. Okay, so the dashboard has been good in catching the trends before it even happens. Okay, now that's why I want to see what XLM is doing on the dashboard. Now, XLM USDT has flipped long. Okay, we got the long signal 2 days ago, and since then you are up 11.74%. Okay, XLM BTC has also flipped long. However, this long signal came in 7 hours ago. Okay, so this one is pretty damn recent, and since then you are down 1.08%. So now this is an interesting picture, right? And from my preliminary analysis from this morning, I think that XLM is looking pretty good. However, I do believe that we are up against some major resistance, and to really kind of solidify that bullish trade to the upside, I personally will be looking for XLM to be taking out these points of resistance. Okay, after that, guys, watch out. Watch the hell out, because XLM is about to blow. Okay, so now let's get on to the charts. Enough chitter chatter on that. And the first thing we're going to do is mark out our high level horizontals. Okay, so we have one right around here. Oopsies, that is ugly. All right, so let me just change that, make that a white. Cool. Okay, cool. So we have 1 point of resistance right here. Now, this is XLM USDT on Poloniex. Okay, if you want to pull up this exact chart that I have on my screen, the ticker is STRUSDT. All right, if you want to pull up XLM on the Poloniex exchange, I usually like doing that because I do believe that it's rich in price history on Polo, compared to other exchanges, and that's why I like Polo. And the end. That was a very sad story. But anyways, getting back onto the charts, we have 1 point of support right around here. Okay. Alrighty, and I believe we got one right here. Okay, and I'm actually going to mark the next overhead resistance if we clear the one that we're up against currently. Okay, now the first thing that really pops out to me on my screen is the fact that XLM is up against weekly resistance. While price is currently hovering over it, we have not closed this weekly candle. I mean, today is only a Wednesday, okay, so we still have a good 4 more days left on this candle before this one actually closes. Okay, and what is to note is that we are up against weekly resistance at around that point. I think I'm going to move this up slightly. I think that the point of resistance is here. Right, this is more accurate. Okay, it's at around 8 cents. Okay, 8 cents is that next region of resistance that XLM is currently hovering well below now that I have moved it. But that is something to note, and I do believe that if we manage to take this out on that next weekly close, okay, and when I say take out, every time I use the phrase to take out, I am looking for a candle body close. Okay, I am very, very specific about that. I'm looking for a candle body close over this weekly region at around 8 cents. If we close over, okay, I will be expecting a retest of the 8 cent region only to have further continuation to the upside, at which point this 8 cent region from resistance, it would have turned into support. Okay, now that is usually the classic play when you're playing these major regions of support and resistance. But another thing that I want you guys to note about this point of resistance at around 8 cents is that XLM has been holding it as resistance all the way from August 2019 till now. Okay, it's going to be a year, guys, a year since XLM has been trading below this region. If we take this out on that next weekly close, this will have some massive, massive bullish implications to the upside. And why do I say massive? Because look at where the next point of resistance really is. If we take out 8 cents, the next point is only at 14 cents. Okay, now let's go ahead and calculate that measured move. 81% to the upside. Let that sink in. 81% to the upside. Now I get that XLM has been moving up on those lower time frames. Okay, but for me personally, my goal in the space is to collect Bitcoin. So I want to make sure that every altcoin trade that I step into is a high probability trade. I am willing to give up that first 1/8% of the trade only to get the rest of it, as long as that winning probability is on my side. Now, this is what I am going to be looking for personally, okay? However, I do believe that there is one bullish tell on this chart, and that can be found on the daily time frame. If you pan on over to your daily, now this is a pattern play, okay? All I see here is a massive cup and handle formation that has already broken to the upside. Okay, now this right here, this line right here at around 0.077 cents is the neckline. That marks the neckline of the pattern, and we have closed a daily candle over that level, and we are currently holding it as support. If I see more consecutive daily candle closes over this region right here, I will be looking for a push to the upside, at which point I will be looking for this weekly resistance at 8 cents to be taken out. Okay, and as soon as we take that out, as soon as we get that candle body close over that region, I will be looking to build a position on XLM. I mean, if you just zoom out, guys, this is going to be a massive, massive move to the upside. But now, question is, what is the measured move of that cup and handle, right? If you just take the measured move and plot right around here, this takes XLM all the way up to 12 cents. Okay, I'm going to mark that with another horizontal, possibly even change the color, make it a, I don't know, pink. Okay, and that is going to be the measured move at 12 cents. If XLM gets to that region, I will be looking for a push meeting that major resistance at 14 cents. Either way, guys, this is going to be a massive trade to the upside. Okay, this alone to the measured move of the cup and handle is going to be 58%. If we meet the next major resistance at 14 cents, it's going to be 89% to the upside. Okay, these are going to be big, fat, major chunks to be had, but wait on that confirmation. So far, if you go back onto the daily, we only have one candle body close. I will be looking for consecutive candle body closes if this has to establish that affirmative uptrend. Now this is looking good, okay, XLM is looking good relative to USDT, and now that's the first thing we want to establish, right? XLM looking good relative to USDT, that it is gaining that strength on the USDT chart. Now let's go on to XLM BTC, and the first thing we're going to start off with is, well, same thing, our high level horizontals. So now we have one right around here. I'm going to change that to white, stick with our conventions. Okay, we have one support right around here. I'm only going to mark 4 closer to, well, immediate price action. And I believe we have one right here. Now, the first thing that really pops out on my screen here, guys, is that we are still ranging. All right, XLM has not done anything different on its BTC chart. It is still very much underneath its major point of resistance at around that 895 sat region. Okay, we have been holding that as resistance since July of 2019. It's been 1 year. Okay, now if XLM manages to take out this region, we have a candle body close over this region at around 895 sats, the next move to 1400 sats is going to be a 56% move to the upside. But once again, guys, I am going to be looking for that confirmation. Okay, I want to see a candle body close. If and only if we get that candle body close over that region, will I be looking for that move to the upside. Before that, it's going to be a premature trade. Remember, I am here to collect Bitcoin. That is my objective. Now, your objective may be different. Okay, my objective is to collect Bitcoin, so I want to see those confirmations take place before I take the trade. Okay, now this is what I'm going to be looking for on XLM. Let's boil down to those lower time frames. This is the 4-hour time frame. Put on that Ichimoku cloud. Okay, now the cloud is green. We have price over the cloud. We have a beautiful bullish TK cross. Great. I do believe that as soon as XLM took out this region right here at around 795 sats, it had a immediate sort of BART move to the upside. This must have been a good 6-7%, I believe. Yep, this was a 7% move to the upside. Right now, I think that if you are currently in a long position on XLM, I do believe that this looks like it wants to come down to test this region right here at 795 sats. Okay, what I would not want if I am currently in a long position, I do not want XLM losing that 4-hour uptrend. Okay, I think losing that 4-hour uptrend would start, painting a more bearish picture for XLM on the more immediate hours of the day. Okay, I do believe at which point those of you who are looking to get it, you guys could get a better bid. Okay, now this is looking rather weak. I do not want XLM taking out this wick right here at around 806 if we are looking for continuation to the upside. Taking out 806 would propel XLM BTC all the way down to 795. If we lose 795, I think the next region is only going to be here, guys, at 770. Okay, I think there's a bearish head and shoulders. Yep. That is a bearish head and shoulders. Leave it up to me to find patterns, even on a more zoomed out scale. Okay, cool. Now this is a bearish head and shoulders. It looks like it wants to play out. However, note that this has not been activated yet. A pattern only becomes a pattern after the break of the neckline. Without that break, this is not a bearish pattern. Okay, wait on the break to play this to the downside. Before that, this is not bearish, not yet. I'll be waiting on that Tenkin. If price takes out that Tenkin, chances are this will get activated, at which point the measured move takes XLM BTC all the way down to 772, which is very close to that 4-hour support that we were talking about. However, note that this one too at 795 also has significance. So price could very well get picked up here. If we start losing, I think the impetus of us actually losing that 795 sat region is going to be price closing underneath the 1-hour Kijun. If we have consecutive candle body closes underneath the 1-hour Kijun, I think we're coming all the way down here to 770. Okay, right now I think that the main picture for XLM is painted on the USDT chart. Okay, keep a very close eye out on the USDT chart for XLM because that is going to paint the picture even for XLM BTC. Right now, while this is looking bullish on those lower time frames on both pairings, I think there's still time to go. So be very careful, approach this chart with prudence if you are currently in a long position. Okay, be extremely sort of vigilant here. All right, now this is all I have for you for XLM USDT as well as XLM BTC. With this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way, guys. Ciao.